It's part of Kia's new mission to not make you cringe. The 2010 Forte SX certainly doesn't, but neither is it a tech tour de force. Now inside we've got the corporate deck for Kia here. Their small cars have a very similar layout across the model. Let's go to the head unit first. The head unit. There are no audio options on this car as of this time. Your sources are AM and FM without HD radio. Satellite radio choice here is Sirius. CD is a single slot right here that'll also eat MP3 discs. You've got auxiliary here, which gets you several places. First of all, you've got a USB port right here. I can put a thumb drive in there, and quickly, it reads the files, does a pretty good job, and displays them rather well as well. And you've got the info button here where you can change what tag you're looking at. Pretty good interface. You've also got an aux jack here, which is part of the aux setting. In this case, going to an analog output on my smartphone or whatever device you happen to have. But then when you connect this proprietary Kia gadget, which basically goes to USB and the aux jack, you now have a harness for an iPod or an iPhone. And this is a decent way to get that connectivity done for very little money because it's built in. When your iPod or iPhone in this case are connected though, you're not getting a bunch of track information. As I go through the info settings, it's just basically track number. 6 speakers around the cabin, non-specific amount of power, and your sound shaping settings are pretty straightforward. Bass, treble, mid-range is nice fader balance. So this is very basic stuff. The rumor is they're working with Harman Kardon on developing a 9-speaker, 360-watt, more advanced audio rig available on this car, but haven't decided how to offer it or when. So bear that in mind if you're looking for one of these. That may have been updated as an option by the time you get to the showroom. Bluetooth hands-free is, as it should be on just about any car these days, standard on this Forte SX trim level. And you've got your control buttons for that here on the bottom of the wheel. A small concession to luxury is a power glass sunroof available for a pretty cheap $600. If you kind of like the lines of this Kia, don't feel bad about yourself. The Forte was designed by the company's new styling chief, Peter Schreier, who's best known for his work at Audi, including the original TT. Under hood is a biggish 2.4-liter inline-4 that works well, coupled to either a 6-speed manual base or an optional 5-speed automatic with a sport shift gate. That's what we have. In spite of the largish displacement, the Forte SX doesn't move very smartly, probably because it's tuned for economy. 2331 are the EPA numbers. And that eco light there on the fuel gauge tells you when you're driving the engine at optimal fuel efficiency, which Kia says can save you around 10% in gas consumption. A Forte SX, almost 18 grand, and that's the top trim level. Automatic at $1,000, sunroof $600. Not a big tech story on its face, but it does remind you that automotive technology in general means there are very few lousy cars these days.